9 Things You Should Never Apologize For. Denzel Washington Motivation, Stoicism. Welcome to Stoic in Your Life, where we dive into timeless wisdom to help you grow and find happiness. In today's video, we'll explore 9 things you should never apologize for, as shared by none other than the legendary Denzel Washington. Known for his strength, courage, and inspiring speeches, Denzel has taught us countless lessons on living with confidence and purpose. But the real question is, how can these principles apply to your life? If you're ready to embrace the power of unapologetic living and start shaping the life you deserve, this video is for you. I encourage you to reflect on these 9 things, and as you listen, think about how they can help you unlock your potential. What are the things you've been apologizing for that you shouldn't? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. We'd love to hear your journey toward personal growth. Number 1. Never apologize for putting yourself first. Never apologize for putting yourself first. Self-care isn't selfish. It's necessary. In today's fast-paced world, we often feel guilty for taking time for ourselves. But protecting your mental, emotional, and physical well-being is crucial. Denzel Washington, one of the most respected figures in Hollywood, advocates for this. He reminds us that when we prioritize ourselves, we can better show up for others. By setting boundaries and learning to say no, you protect your energy and avoid burnout. When you make yourself a priority, you're not closing off from others. You're creating space to recharge and be the best version of yourself. Think of it like this. You can't help others if you're running on empty. When you put your needs first, you can give more of your time, love, and energy to those around you. People who care about you will respect your boundaries. It's not about being selfish, it's about self-preservation. Remember, taking care of yourself isn't a sign of weakness. It's an act of strength. So, never apologize for needing time for yourself or making choices that serve your well-being. Next, never apologize for setting boundaries. Boundaries are essential to maintaining your peace. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with demands and requests, setting limits isn't about pushing others away, it's about protecting your mental space. People who respect you will understand when you set limits, and those who don't may not have your best interests at heart. There's no need to feel guilty for saying no. It's a form of self-respect. When you draw clear boundaries, you're teaching others how to treat you. Don't apologize for protecting your peace. Boundaries are necessary for your health, and you have every right to set them without guilt. Look at people like Denzel Washington, who never settled for mediocrity in his career. His ambition drove him to reach greater heights. Ambition pushes you to pursue what matters most to you, even when others might not understand your drive. Don't apologize for your ambition. It's what fuels your journey toward greatness. Never apologize for being unique. The world is full of people trying to fit in, but you were made to stand out. Your uniqueness is your strength. Whether it's your perspective, talents, or personality, embracing who you are is the path to true happiness and success. Society often pressures us to conform, but the people who truly change the world are the ones who don't fit the mold. Think about innovators like Steve Jobs. He didn't follow the crowd. He created something entirely new, and that's what set him apart. The same applies to you. Embrace what makes you different, because it's what gives you the power to make a lasting impact. Never apologize for your failures. Failure isn't the end, it's part of the process. We often fear failure, but the most successful people embrace it as a learning opportunity. Every failure is a lesson in resilience, perseverance, and growth. When you fall short, it doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you're one step closer to success. The key is to keep going, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep pushing forward. Don't let failure hold you back. Let it fuel you to try again, stronger than before. Never apologize for pursuing your happiness. Happiness is a journey, not a destination. You deserve to pursue what brings you joy, fulfillment, and peace. So often we hesitate to go after our dreams because we fear judgment or think it's selfish. But pursuing your happiness isn't selfish. It's essential. Your happiness doesn't depend on others. It depends on you. Whether it's a new career, a creative project, or a personal relationship, don't let fear of judgment stop you from pursuing what makes you happy. Your happiness is yours to create. When you start applying these Stoic secrets in your life, you'll see profound changes. By never apologizing for prioritizing yourself, setting boundaries, choosing growth, being ambitious, embracing your uniqueness, accepting failure, and pursuing happiness, you're stepping into a life of strength and authenticity. Remember, there is no reason to apologize for living a life true to yourself. When you do, you'll find more peace, fulfillment, and purpose. So don't be afraid to make yourself a priority and pursue your path unapologetically. That's the secret to a life well lived. Number 2. Never apologize for pursuing your dreams. Your dreams are the lifeblood that propels you forward. They are the source of your purpose, the compass that guides you through life's challenges, and the spark that keeps you going, even when the world around you seems uncertain. Denzel Washington's rise from a small-town kid in Mount Vernon to one of Hollywood's most respected actors is a powerful reminder of the transformative power of persistence in the face of adversity. Like many others before him, Denzel faced doubt, skepticism, and harsh criticism. People questioned whether he had what it took to succeed in the fiercely competitive world of entertainment. But rather than letting their doubts shape his narrative, he used them as fuel to propel himself forward, reinforcing his commitment to his dreams. It's easy to succumb to the pressure of other people's opinions, but true growth comes from rejecting the notion that your dreams need to conform to anyone else's standards. Your dreams are an extension of who you are. They represent your passions, your desires, and your unique vision for the future. They are not meant to be bargained with, altered, or abandoned simply because someone else believes they are unrealistic. In modern Stoicism, the concept of controlling what is within your power while accepting what is outside it is crucial. What is within your control? Your passion, your commitment, and your relentless pursuit of your dreams. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The path to success is rarely smooth, and the journey often tests you in ways you never anticipated. There will always be voices, family, friends, colleagues, who will tell you to be more practical, more reasonable, or more realistic. These voices are often born out of their own fears, limitations, and the societal norms they've been taught to uphold. But your dreams belong to you, not to anyone else. When you stop apologizing for your ambition, you free yourself to pursue it with the intensity and focus it deserves. The desire to chase after something meaningful is not something to be ashamed of. It is a call to greatness that should be embraced, not ignored. It's important to recognize that when you choose to follow your dreams, you're not just aiming to satisfy your personal desires, but you're also contributing something unique to the world. Just as Denzel's success in acting not only fulfilled his own ambitions, but also inspired countless others, your pursuit of your dreams has the potential to make an impact beyond what you might initially see. Success is not about seeking validation from others. It's about committing to a journey that resonates deeply with your heart. As Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "What upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about things." If you allow the judgments of others to deter you from chasing your dreams, you essentially hand over your power to them. But if you remain true to your vision, the only validation you need is the satisfaction that you're living authentically. This process is not without its obstacles. There will be setbacks. Those moments where the dream seems too far away, too difficult, or too unrealistic. But these challenges are not signs of failure. They are opportunities for growth. Each time you face a challenge, you're not only moving closer to your goal, but you're also becoming the person capable of achieving it. This is where the true beauty of the journey lies, in the transformation that occurs along the way. As Denzel Washington himself said, "I don't want to be one of those people that says, 'I'm going to do something,' and then when it gets tough, they quit." Perseverance, grit, and the ability to push forward in the face of adversity are not just qualities of success, they are the essence of becoming who you are meant to be. In modern life, where we are often bombarded with comparisons, judgments, and external expectations, it can be easy to lose sight of your own desires. Yet, the path to personal fulfillment lies in reconnecting with your inner voice and disregarding the noise. Your dreams may be unique to you, but they have value, and they are worth pursuing, regardless of what others may say. It is critical to remember that your journey is your own, and you are under no obligation to apologize for chasing after what you desire. In fact, the more you pursue your dreams with confidence, the more you inspire others to do the same. The Stoic practice of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot applies directly to this concept. You can control your actions, your mindset, and your effort, but you cannot control the opinions of others, nor should you try. By staying true to your dreams, you align yourself with the principles of modern Stoicism, embracing inner strength, acceptance of challenges, and unwavering self-belief. Just as Denzel Washington rose to greatness by pursuing his dreams without apology, so too can you navigate your own path with courage and conviction. Your dreams are not only a reflection of your potential, but also a gift to the world. Never apologize for pursuing them, for it is in the pursuit that we find both fulfillment and purpose. Number 3. Never apologize for standing up for what's right. Standing up for what's right is one of the most challenging yet vital things we can do in life. It often demands personal sacrifice and courage, especially when doing so places us at odds with the majority. Whether in our personal relationships, professional environments, or within the broader society, challenging the status quo or opposing injustice can be uncomfortable and even dangerous. Yet, as Denzel Washington eloquently reminds us, we should never apologize for standing up for what is right. The truth is not always easy to accept, and more often than not, it is unpopular. However, it is precisely in these moments of discomfort that our moral strength is tested and revealed. In our modern world, when we look at the courage of individuals like Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks, we see that standing firm in the face of adversity is not just admirable, it is necessary. These figures, much like many unsung heroes throughout history, understood that doing the right thing was not about seeking approval or applause, but about standing up for justice, even when it came at great personal risk. In the face of oppression, King and Parks did not shy away from their convictions, even when their actions led to widespread opposition and danger. Their legacy reminds us that true courage lies not in avoiding conflict, but in confronting it head-on when it stands in the way of justice. The Stoics, too, held this conviction. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." To act with virtue in the face of injustice is not only a moral duty, but a reflection of one's character. The essence of modern Stoicism lies in this principle. Standing up for what's right is an act of inner strength, grounded in virtue, not in the fear of others' opinions or the desire for validation. It's important to remember that standing up for what is right may not always bring immediate rewards, and it might isolate us from others who are not yet ready for change. But history has shown us that those who choose to stand firm in their beliefs, even in the face of adversity, are often the ones who bring about lasting progress. The societal shifts that led to greater equality and justice did not emerge from silence or complacency. They arose from people who, like King and Parks, refused to apologize for their commitment to doing what was morally right. In today's world, this message is more relevant than ever. With the rise of social media and the increasing visibility of both individual actions and collective movements, standing up for what's right often means going against the tide. It means calling out injustice when you see it, whether it's in your workplace, community, or on a global scale. The temptation to remain silent, to avoid the discomfort of conflict, is strong, but we must resist. True progress requires bravery, the courage to challenge not just external forces but also the internal pressures to conform. When we choose to speak out against what we know to be wrong, we are not only acting in accordance with our values, but we also create a space for others to do the same. Our actions ripple outward, inspiring others to take similar stands, which, in turn, fosters a culture of justice and accountability. To apologize for standing up for what's right is to diminish the importance of our values. It's easy to remain silent when it's the comfortable thing to do, but real change, whether in our personal lives or in society, requires us to act despite the discomfort, despite the criticism, and despite the potential for isolation. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The world around us may not always support our efforts, but our convictions remain within our control. Never apologize for doing what is right. It is this unwavering commitment to our principles that not only shapes our character but has the power to change the world. So, stand firm in your beliefs, for in doing so, you may very well inspire others to follow suit, and together, we can create a future rooted in justice, fairness, and integrity. In modern Stoicism, this is the essence of moral strength, standing up for what is right, not because it is easy but because it is the only thing worth doing. When we stand by our principles, we lead by example, encouraging others to embrace courage and virtue in the face of challenges. The change we seek begins within each of us, and it is through our actions, whether big or small, that we contribute to the collective transformation of society. So, when faced with the difficult choice of standing up or staying silent, remember this: never apologize for doing what is right. It is, after all, the cornerstone of a life well lived. Which one of these powerful lessons resonates with you the most? Never apologize for putting yourself first. Never apologize for pursuing your dreams. Or never apologize for standing up for what's right. Let us know by commenting 1, 2, or 3 below. And don't forget to stick around until the end of the video. There's even more impactful content coming your way. Number 4. Never apologize for your success. Never apologize for your success. Success is not a fluke or a stroke of luck. It's the outcome of years of hard work, sacrifice, and persistence. It's built on countless hours of effort that others may never see. The late nights, the mistakes you've learned from, and the times when you kept going even when it seemed impossible. Yet many people feel guilty about their achievements, as though they owe others an explanation for their success. But think about this. If you've worked hard, pushed through challenges, and given your best, why should you feel bad for achieving the success you've earned? Denzel Washington, a man who has achieved extraordinary success, reminds us that success is not something to apologize for. It's a reflection of your strength, resilience, and determination. It's common for people to struggle with feeling undeserving of their success, especially when others express jealousy or try to downplay their achievements. How many times have you felt that pang of guilt when you reached a milestone you've worked so hard for? Maybe you landed a new job, completed a major project, or reached a personal goal that took years to accomplish. And yet, in those moments, you might feel as though your success makes others uncomfortable or inferior. This feeling of guilt is natural, but it's rooted in insecurity, not reality. Success is not about showing off or making others feel small. It's about acknowledging your own potential and realizing that you've reached your goals through your hard work. Think about professional athletes who train for years to win a championship. They don't apologize for their gold medals. They wear them proudly because they've earned them. Your success is no different. Whether it's a promotion, a personal breakthrough, or overcoming a major hurdle, every victory represents your persistence and effort. Each success, big or small, is a direct result of the time, energy, and focus you've invested. Unfortunately, many of us are taught to downplay our victories, to be humble to the point of self-doubt. But success doesn't change who you are. It reveals the strength and character you've built over time. So the next time you achieve something important, celebrate it without guilt. You've earned the right to feel proud. As you celebrate your success, be prepared for critics. There will always be people who try to minimize your achievements or make you feel small. This is especially difficult when those critics are people you care about or respect. But here's the thing. Don't let their negativity diminish your joy. Your success is yours, and it belongs to no one else. It's a powerful tool to inspire others. When others see you achieving your goals, it encourages them to chase their own. Your success is a beacon, a shining example of what's possible when you put in the work. Think of it this way. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. With every step, the summit draws nearer, but it's not just about reaching the top for yourself. It's about showing others that they too can climb that mountain. Your success is an inspiration, and when you stop apologizing for it, you help others believe in their own potential. Success is not about arrogance. It's about confidence in the work you've put in. It's not about boasting. It's about acknowledging your achievements and owning them. So never apologize for your success. It is a reflection of your resilience, your strength, and your commitment to persevere. When you embrace your success, you inspire others to do the same. You've worked hard to get where you are, and the world is better for it. So celebrate your victories. Don't apologize to them. The Stoic secrets of resilience, persistence, and self-belief are woven into every step you've taken. You've earned the right to succeed, and you deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Number 5. Never apologize for your opinions. The ability to form and express your opinions is a core aspect of who you are. Your views are shaped by your experiences, values, and unique perspective, and they serve as a powerful foundation for engaging conversations and personal growth. Denzel Washington, a figure whose career has been defined by overcoming obstacles and staying true to his beliefs, often stresses the importance of standing firm in your convictions, even when those beliefs are unpopular or met with resistance. While it's natural to feel intimidated by differing viewpoints, especially from respected individuals or society at large, there is no need to apologize for holding your own opinion. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This highlights the fact that our opinions and how we react to the world are in our control, and we should never feel the need to apologize for them, simply because others may not agree. At times, staying silent seems like the easier option to avoid conflict or criticism, but by suppressing your voice, you deny both yourself and the world the opportunity to hear your unique perspective. A diverse world full of varied beliefs and ideologies thrives on healthy debate and the exchange of ideas. Such diversity drives progress and helps society grow. The Stoics encourage us to stay true to ourselves, even when expressing opinions that may go against the grain. Speaking up is not only a way of asserting your individuality, but also a way of contributing to a broader conversation, one that might lead to new insights and solutions. Disagreement, when approached respectfully and with the intent to learn, often opens doors to greater understanding. The fear of judgment or criticism can often silence our voices, but it's important to remember that your opinions have value. Some of the most influential moments in history have come from individuals who dared to speak up, even when their views were unpopular. Socrates, one of the pillars of Stoicism, was sentenced to death for challenging the Athenian status quo. Yet, he continued to stand by his beliefs, knowing that the pursuit of truth mattered more than public approval. This lesson is just as relevant today in a world where the pressure to conform can be overwhelming. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Your opinion is your own, and no one can take it away unless you let them. Disagreement is not an invalidation of your thoughts. Rather, It's an opportunity to refine them and engage in deeper understanding. The Stoics teach that we cannot control the opinions of others, but we can control how we respond to them. The external world, with all its judgments, is beyond our control. How we process and react to those judgments, however, is entirely up to us. To grow personally, we must have the confidence to share our beliefs, even in the face of opposition, and defend them with reason, not emotion. In today's polarized world, it's tempting to avoid speaking out, especially when everyone seems to have an opinion. But rather than retreating, seize the opportunity to engage in thoughtful discussion. Through these conversations, we can learn and adapt and sometimes even spark the changes we want to see in the world. While respecting others' views is important, it should not come at the cost of compromising your own beliefs. The Stoics valued wisdom and virtue, and that extends to the practice of respectful disagreement. To respect another's opinion doesn't mean you must agree with it, but rather recognize their right to it, while maintaining the integrity of your own perspective. This balanced approach helps foster a more open, diverse, and thoughtful society. In modern life, especially with the rise of social media, we're exposed to a wide range of opinions. While this offers amazing opportunities for learning, it can also create pressure to conform or silence our true thoughts to avoid conflict. The Stoic mindset encourages us to stand firm in our opinions, as they are an essential part of our identity. To suppress them is to allow external forces to control who we are. Standing firm in your opinions is not just about asserting your right to speak. It's about embracing the power to influence the world around you. Whether in personal relationships, your professional life, or the broader public sphere, your thoughts have the potential to make a difference. By expressing them clearly and confidently, you show respect for your own integrity and encourage others to think critically and form their own perspectives. So, when faced with differing opinions, don't shrink away. Speak your mind, but do so with the goal of fostering understanding, not division. As Denzel Washington advises, you have to be willing to do the work, and that includes standing by your beliefs when it's not easy. Never apologize for your opinions. They reflect your experiences, your wisdom, and your understanding of the world. Speak your truth with conviction and don't be afraid to challenge the status quo. Your perspective is valuable, and the courage to share it is essential to living authentically and contributing meaningfully to society. Embrace the Stoic belief that your opinions are yours to hold and express, and that no one can take that away unless you allow them to. Number 6. Never apologize for loving yourself. In today's world, we often prioritize the needs of others, leaving little time or energy for ourselves. Yet, self-love is not only crucial for personal well-being, but is also the foundation of a fulfilling and meaningful life. Denzel Washington reminds us that loving ourselves is essential. Society often mislabels self-love as selfish or narcissistic, but true self-love is far from vanity. It's about acknowledging your worth and treating yourself with kindness and respect. When you love yourself, you cultivate emotional balance, maintain your physical health, and show up authentically in the world. By nurturing your body, mind, and spirit, you become a more grounded and healthier version of yourself, which enables you to build stronger, more fulfilling relationships with others. As Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Loving yourself is the first step in daring to face life's challenges with resilience and confidence. Self-love is not about indulgence or selfishness. It's about understanding that to truly support others, you first must care for yourself. Just as the safety instructions on an airplane tell you to put on your oxygen mask before helping others, self-love ensures you are in a strong position to offer love and support to those around you. Without it, it becomes difficult to nurture meaningful relationships or experience personal growth. Modern Stoicism teaches us that emotions, mental health, and energy are closely tied to our actions. They directly impact the quality of our lives. Practicing self-love means taking responsibility for your happiness. By investing in your health, passions, and personal growth, you become a better partner, friend, and community member. In today's fast-paced world, balancing work, family, and societal demands can be overwhelming. But it is precisely during these times of pressure that self-love becomes most vital. Setting boundaries to protect your energy, learning to say no, and taking time to recharge are all key aspects of maintaining inner peace. Modern Stoicism shows us that peace is cultivated through intentional self-care, which means never apologizing for prioritizing your needs. The more we nurture ourselves, the more we can give to others. Loving yourself fosters the inner strength necessary to face adversity with a calm, focused mind. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, famously said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When you treat yourself with compassion and positivity, you not only improve your own life but also positively influence the lives of those around you. Self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity for maintaining emotional health. Neglecting your needs can lead to burnout, frustration, and resentment. However, when you take the time to care for yourself, you can approach life's challenges with renewed energy and purpose. Self-love equips you to face difficulties not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth. It sharpens your mental clarity, enhances your emotional resilience, and empowers you to overcome setbacks. By practicing self-love, you also set a powerful example for others, encouraging them to prioritize their well-being. Your actions create a ripple effect, showing others that it's okay to nurture their health and honor their worth. This, in turn, helps to foster a culture of self-respect and compassion within your community. There is no need to apologize for loving yourself. In doing so, you become the best version of yourself. Self-love cultivates a positive mindset that attracts positivity, creating an environment where you and those you care about can thrive. As the well-known saying goes, you cannot pour from an empty cup. It is only by filling your own cup with self-love, kindness, and care that you can truly give to others. Never apologize for taking time for yourself, as these moments of self-care are the foundation upon which your entire life rests. In modern Stoicism, we understand that self-love is not selfish. It is an essential practice for maintaining balance and living with intention. By prioritizing your own happiness, you honor not only yourself but also contribute to the well-being of those around you. So, love yourself unapologetically. Through this love, you grow stronger, more compassionate, and more capable of leading a life full of meaning. If you've ever felt guilty about your success, it's time to stop. Remember, your achievements are the result of hard work, perseverance, and dedication. Comment hard work, or perseverance, or dedication to justify your success. Also, make sure to watch until the end, because the last 3 tips will inspire and surprise you. So let me know in the comments. What successes are you proud of and no longer apologizing for? Number 7. Never apologize for starting over. Life is unpredictable, full of twists, turns, and unexpected detours. You might find yourself standing at a crossroads, unsure of whether it's time to leave behind the familiar and start fresh. It's easy to feel hesitant when things aren't going as planned, when the road you've been on doesn't align with your goals or values. But here's something important. Never apologize for starting over. Whether it's changing careers, ending a relationship, or rethinking your worldview, starting over is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of self-reinvention, a courageous decision to take control of your future. Starting over might feel uncomfortable, even scary, but it's often the key to growth. It offers you the chance to reset, recalibrate, and open the door to new possibilities. Denzel Washington wisely says, "Sometimes you have to take a step back to move forward." In those moments of stepping back, you give yourself space to reconsider your path, to leave behind what no longer serves you, and to evolve into the person you're meant to be. While it's natural to fear judgment or feel ashamed when you're making a change, it's crucial to remember. Starting over is not failure. It's a sign of courage. Think about it. What does it really mean to start over? It's about giving yourself permission to grow. It's not about erasing the past, but rather understanding that your past is one chapter in a much larger story. Every mistake, every setback, every failure is an opportunity for growth. These aren't roadblocks, but lessons in disguise, helping you build the resilience and skills necessary for success. Embracing the unknown can lead you to discoveries and experiences that you would never have imagined if you stayed in your comfort zone. The fear of what others think is a natural part of starting over. We live in a world that often celebrates perfection and overlooks the struggles behind success. But consider the people you admire: Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, and countless others, who didn't apologize for their failures or setbacks. Jobs was kicked out of the company he founded, only to return years later and lead Apple to even greater heights. Oprah was fired from her first TV job, told she wasn't good enough, yet she turned that setback into one of the most successful careers in media history. These individuals didn't apologize for their challenges. They used them as stepping stones, embracing the opportunity to start over and push forward. What's holding you back? What opportunities might be waiting for you if you stop apologizing for wanting to change? Maybe it's a job that no longer inspires you, or a relationship that's draining you. Maybe it's a mindset that limits your potential. But starting over isn't just an option. It's a privilege. It's your opportunity to realign your life with who you are now, not who you were yesterday. Don't let fear of judgment or comfort keep you from embracing change. The Stoic secrets of resilience and self-determination remind us that we can't always control life's circumstances, but we can control how we respond. Sometimes the best response is to embrace the discomfort of starting over and step into the unknown. It's in these moments of uncertainty that you often discover new opportunities, new experiences, and ultimately, new versions of yourself. Starting over allows you to rediscover your purpose and reinvigorate your passion for life. Think of it this way: starting over is like clearing out a cluttered closet. At first, it may feel overwhelming, but once you remove what no longer fits, you make space for new things that serve you better. You allow yourself to grow and create room for new opportunities, happiness, and fulfillment. When you find yourself at the brink of a fresh start, remember this: never apologize for starting over. It's an essential part of your journey. You are allowed to change your mind, shift your direction, and reinvent yourself as many times as necessary. Starting over is not a sign of failure. It's a sign of strength, courage, and a commitment to becoming the person you are meant to be. Embrace the unknown, and in doing so, you open yourself up to the life you truly deserve. Number 8. Never apologize for speaking your truth. Never apologize for speaking your truth. It's one of the most empowering and liberating acts you can take in life, for it allows you to live authentically and build deeper, more meaningful connections. In a world that often pressures us to conform or hide parts of ourselves, Denzel Washington encourages us to stand firm and speak our truth, no matter the consequences. Truth, though sometimes uncomfortable or controversial, is not something to shy away from. It is the foundation of genuine relationships and personal integrity. By sharing your truth, you honor your own experiences and validate your unique perspective, which has the potential to inspire, heal, and teach others. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." This speaks to the essence of modern Stoicism, focusing on what is within our control, such as our own thoughts, actions, and truths, while letting go of the judgment of others. The act of speaking your truth requires courage. It's easy to stay silent when the truth feels uncomfortable, or when you're unsure how it will be received, especially when others may try to silence you or dismiss your perspective. However, as Denzel teaches us, standing firm in your truth is a sign of strength, resilience, and personal integrity. This doesn't mean you must be harsh or aggressive in your delivery. Rather, it is about expressing yourself honestly and with sincerity. never compromising your values or your experiences. In modern life, the pressure to conform can be overwhelming. Social media, for example, often encourages people to present a filtered version of themselves to the world. However, modern Stoicism teaches us to embrace who we truly are and to be unapologetically authentic, despite the external pressures to fit into a mold. Your truth is valid, and it's something no one can take away unless you allow them to. In speaking it, you also give others the freedom to do the same, creating a ripple effect of authenticity and vulnerability that can spread far beyond your immediate circle. When you speak your truth, you empower others to embrace their own and to engage in more honest, open conversations. There's a profound power in vulnerability. It builds connections and creates space for growth. The act of sharing your truth does not mean you have to force your beliefs or opinions onto others. Instead, it invites a deeper level of understanding and empathy between people. In a world that often values appearance over authenticity, your voice is a reminder that we are all worthy of being heard. In fact, history has shown us time and again that it's often those who dare to speak out, despite opposition, who spark real change. Think of the trailblazers in history who refused to remain silent. People like Socrates, whose unwavering commitment to truth led to his execution, or Martin Luther King Jr., whose courageous speeches rallied a nation toward justice. The strength of their words changed the world because they refused to apologize for their truth, even when it came at great personal cost. It is also important to note that speaking your truth is not about seeking validation or approval from others. It's about honoring yourself and aligning with your deepest beliefs. This principle of personal integrity aligns perfectly with the tenets of modern Stoicism, which teaches us that we cannot control the reactions of others, but we can control how we express our own truth. The external world will always present judgments, but how we respond to those judgments is within our power. And while there may be a fear of being criticized or misunderstood, the Stoics remind us that we should focus on the things within our control and not be swayed by external opinions. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, "If someone is able to show me that I do not think or act correctly, I will gladly change. For I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. It is the person who continues in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed." In other words, staying true to your authentic self is never harmful, but pretending to be someone else for the sake of others' approval is the real danger. Never apologize for speaking your truth. In doing so, you are not only asserting your authenticity, but you are also contributing to a culture of openness, honesty, and growth. Whether it's in your personal relationships, professional life, or even public discourse, your truth matters. It is through our collective truths that society evolves and becomes better. The courage to speak out, even when it's difficult, can lead to profound shifts in both your own life and in the world around you. As Denzel Washington wisely advises, don't be afraid to speak your mind even if your voice shakes. When you speak from a place of truth, you empower others to do the same, fostering an environment where authenticity is not only accepted but celebrated. Number 9. Never apologize for being you. In a world that often pressures us to conform, it can be easy to forget the value of embracing our true selves. However, Denzel Washington reminds us that being authentic is one of the most powerful things we can do. You are a unique individual, shaped by your own experiences, values, and perspectives. The world may try to tell you that you need to fit into a specific mold, but it's important to remember that your authenticity is your strength, not something to be hidden or altered for the comfort of others. By showing up as your true self, you not only attract the right people, but also create opportunities that are aligned with who you are. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken." This truth highlights the importance of celebrating your individuality, for it is through embracing your uniqueness that you unlock the potential for fulfillment and joy. The more we suppress who we are to meet societal expectations, the more we risk living a life that feels inauthentic. When you stand firm in who you are, your quirks, your values, your dreams, you begin to live with intention, purpose, and peace. Modern Stoicism teaches us that authenticity is not just a personal choice, but a way of living with integrity. It encourages us to align our actions with our values and beliefs, regardless of external pressures. The courage to be yourself, despite the discomfort it might bring to others, is at the heart of living a life of purpose. This is not about being rebellious for the sake of rebellion, but rather about honoring the person you truly are and refusing to apologize for your existence. When we stop trying to be something we are not, we begin to live more freely, experiencing greater joy and satisfaction because we are no longer trapped by the need for approval. Like a tree standing tall in the face of the wind, your authenticity becomes your anchor, giving you the strength to navigate life's challenges. In our fast-paced, image-conscious world, it's easy to feel the pressure to fit in. Social media, work environments, and even family dynamics often impose standards of what is acceptable or normal. Yet the more we try to fit into these molds, the further we distance ourselves from the true source of happiness, our authentic selves. The idea of trying to please everyone often leads to inner conflict, leaving us feeling disconnected and unfulfilled. Modern Stoicism offers a different approach. Instead of trying to please others, focus on living with purpose, clarity, and integrity. By being true to yourself, you foster a sense of inner peace that is impervious to the opinions of others. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When you are authentic, your thoughts align with your values, and your happiness is no longer reliant on the approval of others, but on your inner peace and sense of self. Being unapologetically requires strength and confidence, but it also provides the foundation for growth. As you continue to evolve and become the best version of yourself, remember that the process of becoming is just as important as the person you are today. Never apologize for the journey you're on or the person you're becoming. Growth involves embracing change, and sometimes that means stepping outside of the expectations that others place on you. In doing so, you create a life that reflects your true self, leading to deeper, more meaningful relationships and a sense of fulfillment that cannot be replicated by living according to anyone else's standards. Being authentic is not about being perfect or conforming to external ideals. It's about honoring your individuality and living with integrity. Never apologize for who you are, because your authenticity is your greatest asset. As modern Stoicism teaches, true freedom comes from the ability to live in accordance with your values, without fear of judgment or rejection. By embracing your uniqueness, you not only enrich your own life but also inspire others to do the same. So, stand tall, be proud of who you are, and never apologize for being you. In doing so, you will live a life of authenticity, fulfillment, and joy. Never apologize for being true to yourself. Starting over or speaking your truth is a sign of strength, not weakness. You are allowed to embrace change and be true to yourself. Comment, stop apologizing to commit to not apologizing for being true to yourself. And stay tuned until the end. There's more powerful advice, especially in our next installment of why you should never apologize for these things. Don't miss it. Reasons why you should never apologize for these things. Number 1. Personal freedom and inner strength. In life, there are certain things you should never apologize for, especially when they directly contribute to your personal freedom and inner strength. One of the most important lessons you can learn is to stop saying sorry for things that truly matter to you. When you stop apologizing for pursuing your dreams, standing up for your beliefs, or putting yourself first, you begin to take control of your life in a way that aligns with your values. This sense of inner strength is not only empowering, but it builds a foundation of self-assurance, allowing you to face challenges with resilience and confidence. Think about it. How often have you second-guessed yourself or apologized for things that were important to you? That nagging feeling of doubt can be a constant weight, But what if you learn to release it? What if you let your actions reflect your true self and live with the strength of knowing that your choices are aligned with your core beliefs? That is the essence of true freedom. Personal freedom isn't just about the liberty to act. It's about acting in a way that honors who you are and what you stand for. The Stoic secrets to a fulfilling life lie in this very practice, making decisions that affirm your autonomy and embracing the power within to protect your peace and your purpose. As you stop apologizing for these essential aspects of life, you create room for personal growth and confidence. Every time you choose to prioritize your own well-being, pursue your passions, or hold your ground in the face of opposition, you are strengthening your character. Over time, this builds a kind of resilience that allows you to view life not as a series of obstacles, but as a series of opportunities. And as your confidence grows, so does your ability to navigate the ups and downs of life with a sense of calm and control. You might be wondering, how do I build this kind of resilience in a world that often pushes us to conform or apologize for our choices? One way is to be intentional about the decisions you make. Be mindful of the things that truly matter to you and take actions that reflect your values, even when it's hard. It might not always be easy to stand firm in your beliefs, but with each decision, you'll find that your self-respect grows, and so does your inner strength. A powerful modern example of this is the story of J.K. Rowling. When she was starting out as a writer, she faced rejection after rejection, and many people told her to give up. Yet she stayed true to her vision and her belief in her work. She didn't apologize for her ambition or her creativity, even when others doubted her. Look at the results today. Her personal freedom to follow her dreams has not only made her a global success, but also empowered millions of readers. This is the kind of resilience and strength we all have within us, waiting to be unlocked. So, ask yourself, are you ready to stop apologizing for living life on your own terms? Are you prepared to make choices that preserve your integrity and lead to a life that is truly meaningful? The Stoic secrets to a fulfilling life start with the belief that your peace, your values, and your happiness are yours to protect. Never apologize for protecting them. This is the key to living a life of true personal freedom, a life that is fulfilling, empowered, and aligned with who you really are. Number 2. Psychological and emotional growth. The path to emotional and psychological well-being begins with a profound acceptance of oneself. In today's fast-paced, judgment-filled world, we often apologize for who we are, whether it's for our beliefs, our ambitions, or the boundaries we set. But the first step toward emotional growth is realizing that you don't owe anyone an apology for being true to yourself. When you stop saying sorry for your dreams, your opinions, or your limits, you are not only embracing your authentic self, but also unlocking the door to a more fulfilled and peaceful life. This kind of self-acceptance is crucial for emotional development. It is through honoring your own needs and desires without shame or guilt that you start to build the foundation for deep self-love and compassion. In the world of modern Stoicism, this concept of embracing who you truly are without fear of judgment or the need to apologize for it aligns with the Stoic teachings of self-mastery and inner peace. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This speaks directly to the importance of shaping our internal world, acknowledging our personal desires, and removing the constant need for external validation. By not apologizing for your existence, you cease to seek approval from others, and instead, you cultivate an inner peace that's independent of what the world thinks of you. This is the cornerstone of psychological strength, a true reflection of modern Stoicism, where the battle lies not outside, but within. Self-love, an essential part of psychological well-being, forms the bedrock of self-esteem and confidence. When you love and accept yourself, you no longer feel the need to please others, nor do you measure your worth based on their approval. You come to understand that your value is inherent and does not depend on conforming to society's standards or following the crowd. This shift allows you to live life on your own terms, and with it comes an unshakable sense of self-worth. In the pursuit of modern Stoicism, this is the embodiment of an individual's power over their mind and emotions. You stop being swayed by the external forces around you and learn to trust your own judgment. Moreover, ceasing to apologize for who you are is vital for maintaining mental health. The constant self-doubt and guilt that come from second-guessing your choices can breed anxiety, stress, and confusion. These mental burdens weigh heavily on your ability to think clearly and make decisions aligned with your values. But when you finally stop apologizing for yourself, you free your mind from this chaos. As a result, you create mental clarity, which allows you to make decisions that reflect your true self. This mental freedom is essential for navigating life's many challenges. You become less distracted by the fear of judgment and more focused on your own path forward. This clarity not only improves your psychological well-being but also nurtures your relationships. When you are confident in who you are, when you are unapologetically yourself, you begin to attract people who respect you for who you truly are. The relationships you form are built on mutual understanding and respect, not on the need for validation. In this way, your social interactions become more meaningful and fulfilling. You stop trying to fit into molds that others have set for you, and instead create bonds with people who celebrate you as you are. Psychological and emotional growth thrive on self-acceptance. By no longer apologizing for your needs, desires, or personal boundaries, you are granting yourself permission to be authentically and unapologetically you. This empowerment not only brings peace and happiness, but also cultivates emotional resilience, allowing you to withstand life's inevitable ups and downs. In embracing who you are, you give yourself the freedom to evolve into the person you are destined to become. In modern Stoicism, this is the very essence of mastering the self. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely advised, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Through the cultivation of inner clarity and self-acceptance, we are better prepared to navigate life's challenges with composure and confidence. When we stop apologizing for the parts of ourselves that make us unique, we start to see ourselves as the architects of our own emotional landscape, capable of building a life that aligns with our true desires, not the expectations imposed by others. As we conclude, remember that the key to a fulfilling life lies in embracing who you truly are, unapologetically. By following Denzel Washington's wisdom, you can begin applying these principles in your own life, whether it's chasing your dreams, standing up for your beliefs, or simply loving yourself without guilt. When you do this, you'll cultivate emotional strength, resilience, and a sense of purpose that will guide you through life's challenges. Today is the perfect day to reflect on what matters most to you and make the decision to live confidently, with intention. What's one area of your life where you've been holding back or apologizing for who you are? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's support each other in this journey. Don't forget to subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more guidance on living your most authentic life. Remember, stay true to yourself. Those who align with your truth will stay, and those who don't will naturally fall away.